Welcome, my peeps, my peoples. What's up? Peep Squad is in the building. We in the building. Mary Jane, please hit that like button, comment, subscribe, share the video. It'll be greatly appreciated. Do us a favor. Do my Peep Squad a favor. Do me a favor, Mary Jane, and hit that like button. Share the video so we can go all the way to the top, baby, to the top. So we're trying to get to the top, baby. Everybody's trying to get to the top, right? So let's talk. Let's talk about Love and Hip Hop Miami Season 2, Episode 5. I was like, no, he didn't. No, Bobby did not go behind Trina's back and sign with Clear Vision. Come on, Trina has been helping you out. She's been letting you open up for her, getting you booking, got your booking agent and all this other stuff. She's just moving a little slow to make sure that you ready because you guys are family. Sometimes family don't always work well together. But Bobby's not trying to hear it. Bobby ain't here for the shits. Bobby's like, I want it here. I want it now. I want my money now. I want to be stardom. I want success. I want everything right now. That's how he is. That's that ADHD he got. I was like, damn, Bobby, you couldn't even give Trina the heads up to say, hey, listen, I'm going to sign with somebody else. I know you was nervous about it, but you went behind her back and did it. Did you want to hurt her on purpose? Or was this really about you? Because everybody told you should have signed to Trina. You asked your mama. Your mama said sign to Trina. Your whole crew, Shay, Prince, Tip. They say sign to Trina. And then, you asked Trina for a feature, asked her to be in your video, and she said yes, and you still go sign with somebody else. So I don't think you're going to get that feature, and Trina ain't going to be in that video. And you're signing with people you don't know. But maybe it might work out because, Bobby's worried. She's signing mad people. She's putting them on the back burner. She's an artist herself. And basically, he will be the first artist at this label. So it'll be a test run. It can work. They got money too as well. It can either fail or it can succeed. But sometimes you got to take chances. You just can't burn the bridges. So you shouldn't have burned the bridge with Trina. Or even your mom said you need to sign with the baddest bitch. And actually, Trina did it this episode. She looked good with that black and silver on sparkling and shit. I was like, go Trina. And that dark hair, Trina, you had it going on. So did Amada have it going on here too. Jessie Wu had it going on. I was like, damn, what is good? These ladies are doing the damn thing. Even Veronica Vega was looking snatched. I was like, oh shit. But JoJo failed as usual. And Jessie Wu, she look good too. She looks snap, and Tip looks like Tip. Tip does her thing. She has that Miami look. She has that flavor. She has that spice. And actually, Bobby in this black and white jacket with them sunglasses, he was lit. He looked good. I love the jacket. I would take the jacket and get it fitted for myself. But Bobby looked good in that jacket and them sunglasses. He jumped up out of the Cadillac, SUV, out of the escalator or whatever, and he was looking. I was like, look at Bobby looking like he made it all the way to the top. I was like, oh shit. So we have that situation, and we have Veronica Vega facing a situation with her using the N-word, and it's not cool for her to use the N-word, and that's what a lot of people are saying. And DJ EFN came in and was like, yo, Nori, don't be trying to give her the okay and it's all good, because there's some Cuban people that are dark, and I met so many Cuban people that is the color of the chair that I'm sitting in. And I didn't know they was Cuban until they started speaking. So yes, we know there's assimilation. We know that, there's some heritage going on. There's some ancestry going on or whatever. But there are some people that don't like black people, that don't claim black people, and they don't want to be mixed or entwined with African Americans or Africans or, indigenous people. More as they're just like, there's a clear distinction or whatever, and there's some that are cool, you know what I mean? It is what it is. It's just how it is. If somebody don't want to be claimed something, don't try to claim them. You know what I mean? That ain't our fight. That ain't your fight. Let's just move it on. But anyways, I like DJ EFN. He's mad cool. He's down to earth. He helped blow up my Twitter when I first started on Twitter. He's mad cool. He retweets back and everything, especially when Drink Chant first started, because I was retweeting him like it was nobody's business, and he was like, what up? I was like, what up? So anyways, so that was cool. We got Trick Daddy trying to teach the youth about, performing, getting the record played, getting with the radio station, doing all that good stuff, having the spends. But this is 2019. We use Instagram, we use Twitter, we use Snapchat, and we use YouTube too as well. And we drop music and you go viral like that, baby. But It always helps, and it's even much better to a bigger audience. You get the radio station and you get social media going is the shit. So basically, Veronica Vega talk about her situation, what she's going through, and how, people took her wrong or whatever, and she's just trying to make it. And she's just trying to do things over. She's trying to be better. She's trying to be a better person. And basically, all the negative, attention that she received, you know what I'm saying, for her song, it kind of like made her wary of people and not wanting to go up to record labels, not go up to the radio station, not do interviews and stuff like that, because she was nervous and she was scared because she would have to be defending herself. And Trick was like, yo, when that shit happens, I mean, you're almost there. You got to get it when it's hot. When they coming at you, whether it's good or bad, you take them shots and you just roll with it. And that's how, so basically Trick is trying to teach her something, and Trick is really trying to work with Veronica. He's trying to bring her all the way to the top. He's trying to help her out. He likes her. He's bringing her to drink champs, and basically she goes there. She does her thing. Nori plays around with her, whatever, and it's all good. They talk about Amada. It was like, oh, you was talking about Amada. Let us see the real you. That's weave in your hair. It's just like, I remember that shit. Shit was crazy, straight up and down. So we have that situation, and so she's gonna go to Drink Champs, and that's a really good move for her to go, because that podcast gets over 1 million views on a lot of their videos too as well. Some of them get up to 5-6 million views, and that show is actually a really good show too as well. It's great to listen to, especially. Let me stop. Let me keep going. So we have that. So we have that situation, and then we have JoJo. Oh no, we're gonna get to Amada. Empanitas. So Amada and her mother, Empanitas that she's selling or whatever, Amada done helped Inca deal with Julian, that's the everybody's manager and shit like that, help Inca deal or whatever. And there's a big time bakery that wants to have Amada's mother, recipe and sell it there too as well, have it on the menu, so Amada's mother can stop working, so she don't have to be up in there cooking. But the mother wants to cook, but she's also tired too as well, and she's like, damn, she can't believe her daughter's making this shit happen for her. She's like, damn. She's like, I'm feeling good about this situation. This sounds good. This is on point. But then she's kind of nervous because she don't know if she's getting burnt. But Julian said, yes, I trust them. And she was like, all right, then I'm doing it. I'm doing the damn thing. And Amada's happy too as well. But she's kind of still want to think about it a little bit. So Amada actually talks to Julian and was like, yo, this girl Jessie was going around saying that I stole some idea from her or whatever. Sister talk, who talk, we talk, they talk, somebody's talking or whatever. So there's a situation going on. And, she hit me with a bottle, whatever. And the mom was like, she hit you with a bottle? Why didn't you beat that mother? Why didn't you beat her down to the ground? And the mother gave her permission to tear that ass up. But I don't want to see Amada and Jessie Woo go at it, because you know what, if the circumstances were different, I think Amada and Jessie Woo would actually get along, because they both get along very well with their mother. Amada's mother, you can tell that she's a respectable woman, and you can tell that Jessie Woo mother's a respectable woman too as well, and she's a pastor and everything like that. I think they have like that type of integrity too as well with religion, but then at the same time they'll drop it like it's hot too as well, but they ain't trying to embarrass their peoples out here in the street. They're trying to keep it on a low. I'm a lady in the streets and a freak in the bed type of situation. So but anyways, it goes left, and so Julian was like, I don't know why she's talking all this craziness. I have no idea. That's your idea. You started it from Instagram, blase in a third or whatever. So we have that situation. And so they're going to actually meet up and have a conversation. Julian is setting up the meeting because I guess he's hearing everything that Jessie Woo is saying about him, because she's telling anybody that would listen that Julian is fraudulent and he done stole her idea and gave it to his other artists. And what was really funny about that situation is when, they had the conversation when it was Amada and it was Julian and it was Jessie Woo and Tip or whatever, and basically he was like, that's Amada's idea. I didn't steal shit from you. I don't go stealing stuff from you. I'm not gonna meet up with a client and steal her shit and sell it to somebody else. Like, nobody believes that shit does happen. Mix me with that bullshit. That's why you got patent. That's why you gotta do the old man patent. That's why you gotta protect your neck and protect your shit. Anything you put out here, somebody will steal it ASAP right away. Like, come on, miss me with that. So anyways, we have that situation, And, he was like, I might have started that because if you go on her Instagram, did you check Amada Instagram that, it says sister talk on it? You didn't go check that. She was like, Jesse Wu was like, I don't need to check no shit like that. I don't need to check it because I know it's on my idea and I know I brought it to you. At first, it was supposed to be sister talk, but we changed it. It was supposed to be girl talk, but then we changed it to sister talk or whatever. And she was like, we shot the pilot for and everything. And so that they was about to fight or whatever, Amada and Jesse Wu, but they didn't fight. Thank God security was there because they don't need to be fighting. I think they actually got very good reputations, and it's just sad that they are going against each other like that. So anyways, and then Amada was getting ready to fight. She goes into the bathroom or the dressing area and she's getting ready to cry and shit or whatever. And she was saying, like in her confessional, I hope he didn't steal no shit from her. I don't know if he stole anything from her. I have no idea if he took her ideal stuff because I can't prove it. That's really messed up. So Amada was basically saying it's messed up if that actually happened. So that lets you know that she got so hard and she don't want nobody stolen shit. But then on top of that, if Amada started the idea sister talking and was already on Instagram all this time, why would she even allude or think that, Julian stole something or could possibly steal something if she actually started it on Instagram? That's what had me confused. I don't know if it's the editing, but I don't know if you guys caught that. So anyways, moving on from that situation, I was like, damn. So Amada's making sure her mother ain't gonna work. She's taking care of her mother, making sure everything is good. See, Amada is doing a damn thing. She's doing the right thing. So anyways, we got Bobby Light. He meets up with his mom, basically, they have a conversation. They talk about his father that's been locked up in prison. All his life, he doesn't really know him. They was homeless. They lived out of a car. They lived on the street. They begged. They really had a lot of poverty issues too as well. And the mother never judged Bobby for being gay. And she kind of knew there was something going on with Bobby because he would come home with stuff in his bag, like high heels and, girls' clothes or whatever. And Bobby would say it always belonged to somebody else. But she also told her son that, if you're gay, just tell me. I'm not going to judge. I'm going to still love you. And so that's really good to see that no matter what your kid is or whatever their sexual orientation is, you still love them and show them support. Because if not, if they can't come home and be comfortable, man, because the world's an ugly, dangerous, crazy place. And it doesn't take much to push people buttons and do something evil and low down to you. So that's good. And so then he also tells his mother that, Trina, he's working with Trina and everything, and she's doing this and she's doing that for him and whatever, but he wants to get signed, but she's taking too long. And he has another record label that wants to sign him. Excuse me for that. And the mom says, no, sign with the baddest bitch. Sign with Trina. You know what she do out here in these Miami streets. You know her reputation. You know how she represents. And Bobby was like, I want to buy, my mama a house like Trina brought her mama a house. Well, then I don't know if you're going to be doing that with somebody else because you don't know if you're going to get robbed or you're going to get burnt or whatever. But he went with clear vision. That's his choice. I don't know, maybe it was the right choice. Maybe he did a lot of thinking, a lot of soul searching, and he came up with the idea that this was better, but he should have just won Trina. But his mom is saying that you should assign to Trina. So we have that situation. So I was like, damn. So then we get to, we get to Royal Blue, which is the father. We get to Royal Blue is the little baby brother. We get to Big Blue, which is the father and the manager. Then we get the Baby Blue, or Blue Diamond, whatever his name is, and Spectacular's father or whatever. So you have that situation. And basically Baby Blue, whatever, is talking to his father. Like everything with Pretty Ricky's going wrong. We can't get situations together, Me and Pleasure P just had a fight. It was bad. It was terrible. And all this other situation. And I think if we had you back in the fold, if we had you back in the situation, everything would be different. Everything would be good with the situation. So the father was like, the boys are just jealous of you because I put so much responsibility on you. And, they're jealous because they couldn't beat a half the man that you are. It's like, this dude is straight up a con artist, a buffoon, and ignorant as hell. He know damn well he was ripping his kids off because he felt like he had the right. He gave birth to them. And so therefore they're making money and he's doing whatever he needs to do and he can live off them. And that's what he thought. And he's been hustling and bustling out there, taking and stealing for a long damn time. That's my opinion, and I'm sticking to it. Because you got 2 members. And even Pete said it before, but Pete didn't say it tonight. So we have this situation. Excuse me. And Blue is probably cool with his father because he was probably getting extra money in his bank account. His father likes him the most, so he was getting more money. But you know what? That's just my opinion now. My opinion can change next episode. My opinions always change. They never stay the same. Because damn, I be growing, baby. Hit that like button. So we have that situation. So the father was like, I'll come back and all this other stuff. But, you know, talk to the other boys or whatever and see, because you guys got a big opportunity to have a shot. Yes, I've been saying it to you on the show. Only at season 2, we don't know how long the show's going to be out. And we don't know if they're going to switch up cast. So, therefore, like, take advantage of, you know, what's going on. Just like Nori and Drink Champs was just promoted on the show. You know, Trick Daddy must got mad love for Nori. Nori must got mad love for Trick Daddy. I know Nori watched this little clip, or he's going to see it in his Instagram and shit. So, and EFN's going to see it too. So, anyways, Baby Blue was like, all right, Kate, father, I'm going to have a meeting. I want you to come through. He ain't going to tell the guys. So Baby is like, you know, our father can come back. He's the only one that can manage us, get us back on point. They want to get back to where they was back then. I don't think that's not going to happen unless they do some serious soul searching and some counseling. And I think the counseling comes with, you know, Baby Blue and, you know, Spectacular. Spectacular really needs some help. And also, you know, Slickum, he needs some help too as well, because he just left out here high and dry. He said he's out here doing any and everything day to day trying to get money. And I was like, damn, when y'all album came out, I had just brought a brand new car and I was just riding like boom, chilling. And that song, I got new shoes on the ride. I'm rolling down 95. I was like, oh, I used to just boom. That shit used to beat in the core. Beat. But, and y'all ain't get no money? It's not funny. But Spectacular said he got 0 in his account. And he got 0 in his account from, you know, the group. And, you know, Slickum's like, I don't even have a bank account. I ain't never had no money. He didn't even get $1. So messed up. So anyways, so we have that situation. It ain't gonna go right. Spectacular and Spac and actually, you know, Baby Blue gonna get into it. Spectacular's like, bring your bitch ass outside so I can beat him. All that shit you talking. Bring your punk ass outside. I was like, oh no. I was like, Spectacular, you ain't as built as you used to be back in the day, but you got hands like that because Baby Blue is a big boy. And so I don't know what happened. And the father was smiling. When that shit was going down, the father was smiling that Baby Blue was yelling at Spectacular and saying, oh, you got all the Facebook money, you got all the other company. Like he said, he did everything for that. And Baby Blue, you worked on, you know, the music. He worked on the music. He worked on the sound, mixing and all that other stuff, getting that shit together too as well. And he made money from that. He's still making some type of money or whatever. But Spectacular, like, he's doing very good in his numbers when it comes to his promoting and whatever shit that he's doing. But, yes, he's the one that has the most money in the group. I think he has more money than Pleasure P, too, as well. So, and Spectacular is not inviting his father to the wedding. He's going to get somebody from LA to walk him down the aisle. His father to be his best man. He's going to get another dude to be his best man. He don't even want his family there. He's feeling a certain type of way. He feel he got abandonment issues. He feels neglected. Like, they didn't like his ass. And he feels like, damn. I was like, whoa. And he was being treated like that. Slickums is just like, damn, man. Could we just get it together? Can we get it together? That was a song by 702, Let's Get It Together. Slickums is like, can we just get it together so I can get an account? And the father said, who fault is that? If you managing the group, you're supposed to make sure they all have accounts where you can deposit the money into and make sure they pay their taxes and they recoup or whatever and pay and pay whoever they need to owe. So we have that situation. I was just like, It's so messed up when your parents are thieves and they steal from you. and they steal from you. That is really messed up. So we have that situation. I was just like, mm-mm-mm. And then we get to see Pooch. Pooch has a nail salon or whatever, and everybody, they go, Jessie Woo, Tip, and Pooch, they go to the nail salon or whatever, and you got Jessie Woo, she's giving a lowdown on Julian, that Julian be stealing her ideas, he ain't no good. Pooch was like, Julian's my manager, Julian is, Trina's manager, he's Amada's manager, and he's also Pooch's manager, so that's why they on the show. Somehow Jessie Woo done snuck herself in this time, because she was going to be affiliated with him, maybe that's why. But it seems like Julian is only focused on Amada because she's hot. You got to get it while it's hot. You got to get it while people want it. And Amada, she can be all the way to the top. But something just stopped her growth a little bit, because last season, right after the season ended, right after the season over, in middle of the season, she was getting signed to deals and a lot of things would happen for her. She did star in some movies too as well. But you would think that she would be huger. Like, she would be up there because, even higher up as an artist or whatever. But she's an artist and she's doing good. We all know her name. When you say Amada, everybody knows who Amada is. Mostly everybody. But anyway, so we have that situation. And Tip said, well, I'm going to go with that meeting with you. So Tip goes through. So we already know what happens at the meeting. It almost goes down. I don't want to see these two ladies fight or whatever. But we also find out that, Trina, Pooch, and Jessie Woo they shot a pilot together called Millionaires Club, Millionaire Women's Club or something like that, but it never worked out. Pooch said she's going to keep her mouth closed. She ain't going to stay in no argument. And then, Trina's not too happy with Shay going around talking about, Trina took my side over Shay. And, Trina was like, that's not true. But you know what? Trina was just trying to teach her cousin Joy some game. And it just happened you had to be sitting there, Shay. And Trina was like, I'm not gonna fuel that fire anymore. I'm gonna move on and let it be, or whatever. But she's gonna keep her eye on her cousin Bobby Lights. But Bobby Lights already did his thing. I was like, when Bobby Lights went over there and he signed. Hold on, before I get there, let's get to JoJo. JoJo goes to sleep. Pleasure P, and it's not a good thing. And she was like, I need to talk to you, whatever. Basic, how come you to come over there and comfort me or whatever? And he was like, no, she was right there, whatever. And then I asked if she still loved me or whatever, because I did her wrong. JoJo was like, you see what she posted on Instagram? She said, yes, she still loves you too. Do you want her back? He goes, if I wanted her back, I'll be with her. I wouldn't be here arguing with you over some stupid shit. And she was like, yo, if I can't work things out with you or this and that, we can't get along, we can conversate, then I'm through, I'm done. And he was like, yo, don't be threatening me. Don't threaten me. And then she was like, yo, I'm serious about this shit. Like, because I ain't down with this fucked up shit. I'll leave, I'll go. And he was like, bye. And she was like, no, I don't mean it like that. I'm saying if we can't too. He was like, no, bye. I was like, P, you got game like that? You got game like that? Or you gonna be crying and begging for her back with some chocolates and some roses and some chicken and some rice and some tacos? What else is she? And empanadas. Are you gonna be begging for her back? Because I think you are. Like, you act like you really dismissed her like she was nothing, like she was a nobody, like you ain't got time for that shit or whatever. But she's like one of them women that sometimes, like, they say things to say, I'll leave you, and usually the guy said, no, I don't want you to leave. That makes them feel secure with the relationship. And then P was like, I ain't trying to hear that shit. And so, but P's acting all tough. But are we gonna see him 2 episodes down begging and crying for her back? Because he really dissed the shit out of her. I think he dissed it because she had that wig. She had that wig on that was horrendous. But he straight dissed her like nobody's business. I mean, he treated her like he treated Shay. He treated Shay like shit. And now talking about, don't call Shay a bitch. Boy, you disrespected Shay so bad last season, but I guess, he's trying to, make his reputation a little bit better out here in these streets, because he definitely comes off as a womanizer, as a player, as a gamer, and he don't care about nobody's feelings. He just wants to get what he wants to get from you, and he wants you to bow down and be good to him and treat him right and have no questions, and don't question him about anything. Don't get loud. Don't act like you feel insecure, because he ain't trying to hear it, and don't question him because he ain't trying to hear it either, because he don't answer to nobody but himself. That's the way he comes off. I'm just like, whatever. He dissed the shit out of JoJo. JoJo didn't throw no drinks. JoJo, if you had a drink, would you have threw it at that P? Because she's been throwing drinks like it ain't nobody's business. So that's really basically the episode. And yeah, I'm not here for the father, but I believe the father can get them back together. But we find out in the next episode, the father says that, you know, Spectacular ain't shit. He ain't nobody, and he ain't his son. Don't call me your father. Why? Because he's standing up to you and won't let you use him, and because he's taking that Facebook money, or that, and he flipped that money and made something good out of it, and he ain't sharing it. I think he should share it with Spectacular, but he said it. He said on the Breakfast Club interview that he always take care of Spectacular or whatever. So I don't know. You guys tell me what you think about this episode. Next episode is gonna be lit. Bobby is gonna make somebody bleed, and we got Prince in it. They are definitely, that little circle is definitely doing some toot toot, some boot boot. They getting high, straight up and down. Peace and out. One love.